just a couple of weeks ago. Jib says thoughts.
Fantastic card. I'm running that.
I didn't like this beat. Well, hold on. So this must be from today. Okay, yeah, this is from I saw Lithium's original build, Jib, and I didn't like it. It was just a he even called it a 60 card pile. I didn't like it very much. I like okay, I need to see what these cards do. I'm not a believer, Jabril, in this idea that throwing a bunch of monsters in Eldritch is ever like a super good idea, chat. And as much as people want to say, oh, DPE Eldritch was the best version, if you go look at YCS Charlotte, yeah, DPE Eldritch got third place. Guess what got second place, chat? Pure Trap Eldritch with like 30 traps in the main deck. Like, Eldritch is a deck based on, obviously, purple cards, chat. But the reason you don't want to run... I've said this a billion times. Synchro Eldritch was by... Well, okay, that can't be proven because there was no events. That's what everyone claims, chat, that, like, Synchro Eldritch was the best version of Eldritch. But the problem is that can't be proven because there were no YCSs. We know that Trap Eldritch got second place at a YCS. And honestly, he probably should have won. Like, there's no way, chat, that you're going to tell me that Eldritch could not beat Prank Kids. I don't care what fucking level Prank Kid, like, full power, you could break their board quite easily. If you open with Goes and Match Strike, you're beating any board that deck made. Unless they specifically have DP in the end phase to, like, pop that. If you have Goes and Match Strike, you're breaking you, like, automatically win the game. Activate Goes and Match in draw phase, cool. Activate Griffin response, alright, change strike, game's over. You have to kill me on the crackback right then and there, or I win the game by default. Because as soon as it comes back to me, game's over. Your deck doesn't work anymore. Mine still works. I just win the game. Double Link 4 was insane. Oh, you're talking about Aurora Rippin' Dragon. Could they do that? Could they? Because like, or was that something that they only did specifically against Trap decks? Because I'm like, I feel like people did double battling Butler. I don't ever really remember seeing people do like double Ripping Dragon, but like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just believe that Trap Eldritch is like the best way to play the deck, chat. And I've seen all these builds of Eldritch. You definitely need 3 Golden Lords, chat. Like I used to say that 3 Golden Lords was correct, and everyone is like, no cap, that's not like my ideology was if Golden Lord is the only monster in your deck, and that's how I played it at that regionals. Remember that one regionals we went to? I should have topped, by the way. But the only monster I played in the entire deck, chat, was Golden Lord. That was it. But I played 3 of it, not 2. The reason why is because your Golden Lord was always going to like 1000% eat a Called by the Grave, because that's the only card that they could call by the grave, because you didn't play monster cards. So they were always going to use Called by on Golden Lord. Or if you ran into a Bestial, and Bestials weren't popular then, but you never know. It's really hard to close the game out, chat, if you have only 1 Golden Lord in your deck. Or like if you only have 1 Golden Lord in rotation, it's like kind of hard to close the game out. With 2 Golden Lords, it's easy as shit. Like 1 Golden Lord from the field or deck, Reborn the other one, that's 6,000 damage. You make Gustav Max, it's 8k exactly.
That's 3. The card that
it's a 2. Nah, it's a 3 of.
Because this is not pure.
Like it's especially now. I'm just right because Golden, like, chat. If you were to play Eldritch right now, or even for the next 6 months, are Bestials going away, chat? One of your if you play Eldritch right now, chat, one of your Golden Lords is for sure going to get Bestialed. That's just going to happen. There's way too many Bestials in the format for it not to get banished by a Bestial. If you play 2 Golden Lords and your shit gets Bestialed, you're not gonna be able to end the game, because you're at most you're doing 3,500, and that's a direct attack. Like it's not gonna, like, you need to have the second Golden Lord, chat. It helps you close games out. Your opponent has 1 random Fiendsmith Engraver, cool, attack over that, attack for 35, Gustav, like you can end the game really quickly when your monsters are 25 and 3,500 attack, chat. Every monster in Eldritch is big as shit.
Can you run it pure? The thing with this deck is that there is a lot of potential, but
Alright, let me see what it
upon-
does. Hold
so
on,
they
hold
do
on.
work. You're grinding, or it doesn't feel that you're building.
Is skill drain good in Eldritch? No, Anime Knight. Skill drain's not good in Eldritch. Skill drain is mandatory in Eldritch. And that's all, you know what, Jib? That's also something I'm like off rip. No skill drain. Like what are we doing? What are we doing? Eldritch does not lose when you have skill drain, chat. Like what deck is going to beat Eldritch when it has skill drain? For you to beat Eldritch, you have to consistently be able to have 3,500 attack monsters. What deck does that? there's not a deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just easily cranking out 3,500 attack monsters. This deck does that. Any speller trap, 3,500 monster on deck. We do not need monster effects. They don't matter. Not when our dudes are 3,500s and they run over everything.
advantage.
Horus,
I'm looking for all
those aren't 3,500.
other engines, and one of the other engines that comes to mind is
Also, and you can also get rid of what's it called? If you're like, oh, but Cat, we have the sarcophagus. Cool. Like activate Eldritch effect in hand. Send sarcophagus. Oh, you want to activate the Horus monsters on field? Read skill drain. They're negated. So there's that.
is Eldritch, and quite conveniently, Eldritch is getting more support in the same set. So they do.
This
work
card is
really well
nuts. I
together,
love
as
this
you
card.
already see. So again, basically any archetype that works in the graveyard, that works upon discarding or something like that. Like
Wait, what? What just happened? Hold on. Am I missing something?
Eldritch, and quite convenient.
All right. So we dump Eldritch. Let me
You're
just watch
looking
this.
for
Hold
other
on.
engines, and one of the other engines that come.
All right. We dumped Eldritch to the graveyard. I got
is
that.
Eldritch.
Oh, we set a card and revived.
And
Okay, I didn't see that.
conveniently, Eldritch is getting more support in the same set.
All right, we
So they
summon.
do work really well together, as you
We make the new Link monster.
see. So again, basically any archetype
We make
that
Vampire
works in the
Sucker.
graveyard that
That's what happened. He revived. Is that worth it, Chad? I feel like I don't like this play. No, it's not that I don't like. I don't. Yeah, this is not a good play.
works upon discarding.
Okay, so you get a draw. You get an RNG draw. Like that's cute. That's okay. Jib. How's that better though than like the play that I've been seeing? The play that I've been seeing, because like okay, this is cute. You get a random RNG draw, and you probably just lose to if your opponent has a Bestial, you just lose on the spot. But forget about a Bestial. That's cute. It's a draw two. Where's the draw two? I see a draw one. You get a draw from her. Where's the draw two? Unless I'm missing something, where's the draw two? Because what I would do is the combo I saw is you take your cards and you make Silhouette Rabbit, Silhouette Rabbit, and you get the track card. You make Silhouette Rabbit. That's two potential disruptions, and then instead of reborning Golden Lord, you summon the fusion from the extra deck. The Mad Eldritch King, and you get a giant monster. You don't even need the rabbit anymore, because once the rabbit gives its two disruptions, like you don't need him anymore. That combo is insane, chat. That combo is done with one card and gives you two disruptions in fucking Eldritch. Like that, and you get a big ass monster on top of that has the same stats as Golden Lord. Like that combo is crazy good. This combo is RNG. I don't want RNG combos.
Or something
Like I want
that.
guaranteed.
Like
See, I get to draw
Eldritch,
one.
the
Cool. Okay, but what like you draw into the perfect card and then you do punk combos? Like, what if you drew into something not good? Also, hand traps and Eldritch just aren't good, chat. Like you guys are never. No one will ever sell me on the idea of hand traps and Eldritch. Why? Eldritch was one of the best board breaking decks, chat, in Yu-Gi-Oh history. Inherently, Eldritch was like the only deck you could easily break Sword Soul's board with just Eldritch. You didn't need other shit. You could easily break like almost every deck's board just with Eldritch cards, because Eldritch hand effect forces a negation, reborn his ass. Most people didn't have two Omni negations. You just beat over anything on the field. Then you just set purple cards. That was in 2000. It's more like 2021, 2022. And it's also, are the cards that Eldritch use good or bad by today's standard? Like, the problem is, like, the floodgates are all limited now, chat. But are cards like Solemn Strike bad now? Like, no, people play Solemn Strike now. Like, what does having one Ash do, chat? What's one Ash gonna do against Raziel? Like, okay, maybe you hit dual drive and that's good. They're still ending on a bunch of stuff. Like, I'd rather just have more cards in my hand. I'd rather just try to set 5 and have like a strike or something.
In theory, it should work well with the Argo stars. Anyway, Eldritch, the field spell. Well, it's not really. It's the zombie.
All right, let's see where this goes.
Basically, Foolish is upon resolution, I think. Fantastic card, by the way. Like, your 1-card combo basically can put up a draw with.
I feel like he might make Silhouette Rabbit.
Plus, that can give you this.
Jib, what is this? So we're still making Silhouette Rabbit a card we could have just, like, why are we playing all these fucking bricks in our deck? Like, this is cute, but like, okay, cool. Let's say you go second. Are any of these cards gonna help beat a Detonator? Like, whatever this card does, whatever the fuck this card does, are any of these cards, I'm not even thinking about the nib aspect, right? Because I think the new Eldritch combos, there's like a chance you can get nibbed. It just doesn't matter if you get nibbed or not. Because you really only commit 1 card to the Eldritch combo. So if you get nibbed, who cares? I committed 1 card, you nib me, it doesn't do anything. But like, these cards doing anything going second? Like, at all? Like, what are we doing? Like, these are like, unless this board is gonna make something insane, and all the generic negation cards chat are like banned. I just think we're running a bunch of bad cards that don't really raise the ceiling that much.
Spell well, it's not really. It's the
hello, Game Bino. How are you doing?
Upon resolution, I think.
Like, maybe these cards are insane.
Your 1-card combo
I'm not
basically
seeing it.
can put up a draw with Zombie, Vampire, and Eldritch on field. Plus, that can give you this Silhouette Rabbit play as well. So, you know, you can keep extending. And if you're able to draw this Silhouette Rabbit play as well. So
that's kind of cute, chat, that you can set the Golden Land cards. I still think setting the statue's probably a little better because it stops like inherent summons and you can get a pop out of it too, which you still get from Conquistador.
You know, you can keep extending. And if you're able to draw into your key,
I'll show you what I think is.
Punk Engine,
yeah, this card's kind of cool.
Could potentially.
I might play that.
Into your.
Like, we did all that to end on just an IP board, chat. Cause like, okay, here's the thing, Jib. The regular Eldritch board with 1 single card will already give you this, and a trap. So I get you gonna say like, oh, but you gotta draw too. But like, all we really added to the board was IP. Like, and IP and the SP's good, but is it worth making your deck like so much worse going second? Because this is what I saw and I liked. Dragon's Mind. I do like that card, yeah. By the way, for those of you who say that Eldritch is not iconic, chat, people who are like, Eldritch is not, 28,000 views, not bad. People be like, Eldritch is not an iconic deck. Like, all right. Yeah, like, you can get to the rabbit easy. Okay, it gets Imperm, that's fine. You only got 4 cards. Still get the other Eldritch. Now you just set all your cards. Now personally, chat, I don't like I don't like cards like Imperm and Eldritch. I don't really see what this does for the deck. You can say, oh, Cap, but it makes going second, you know, bad. Like, what am I concerned about Imperming, chat? Like, really, what am I really concerned? Lost win. I mean, first off, it just is. I'd rather play a card like, I don't know if we can play Dogmatica Punishment anymore, chat, because it does look like you kind of spam the fusion monsters. You do kind of spam them, but I would rather play something like Dogmatica Punishment. Does Detonator fry you? Not. It's hard to answer that, right? Because you're basically saying, Cap, you can Imperm Detonator, right? If you set like 5 traps, no, Detonator shouldn't. I'm gonna answer that question. I don't 100% know. Yeah. If you're saying, Cap, you only imperm stuff like Detonator. Okay, I think that's actually legitimate. I'll accept that as an answer. Yeah, if you're gonna say Cap, you should only imperm like Detonator. I will actually accept that as an answer, because Detonator is kind of a problem card. Because like Eldritch didn't used to have a lot of proactive pushing power, chat, but this new trap card kind of changes that. So would I be content only using imperm on Detonator right now? Probably, because that card is just like a problem. Because if you activate a trap and you strike it, it doesn't die, right? Like, doesn't it just detach on resolution? That's kind of a problem. It's like, yeah, outing that card with traps is very difficult. So I accept that. But like, hold on, let me show you guys the deck. It didn't get a good score, by the way, either. But the new Solemn card I don't think was out. So here's their deck. Does Malice scare you? Not really. Because I'm much more afraid of Detonator. What does Malice do that I can't deal with? If Malice makes that Stardust card, chat, or I'm not Stardust. If Malice makes the Firewall Link 5, I could just use Golden Lord's effect in hand. I can just send it, and now your disruption doesn't work. And Malice doesn't have any monster negation, so like how are you stopping Golden Lord? Also White Binder. Oh, you're saying that the link that banished it? Yeah, okay, that link might be a problem. I'll admit that link monster, chat, that has like the triple DD Crow, that's a little bit of a problem. Although the new card does that for banish. But like I think this is the way to play Eldritch, chat. You play like 2 to 3 monsters and like 30 traps, chat. This is how I would play the deck. I think Torrential Tribute is low-key kind of nuts, but this is a card nobody plays. I think Solemn Strike is insane. I think the Floodgates, are they RNG because they're all limited to 1? Yeah. But if I go first against Malice and I open TC Boo, I instantly win the game. Why would you not want to have that, chat?